Okay, Dogfish Head Brewery is the topic of our next beer. Um, this is our 15th Dogfish Head beer review, and I believe our second review of an interesting style that's kind of making I don't want to say a comeback, but making more of a concerted uh, effort. Maybe not concerted effort, maybe concerted appearance, I guess, in the beer realm. Let me turn this light on back here. Give us a little more light so you can kind of see things a little better. This is a sour dash gose beer, Gose, which I'm seeing more and more of as time goes on, the sour beers. This is Quench Ale, and it's been around for, I guess, a couple years. I think it's mostly geared towards summertime, but I believe it may actually be year-round that this is available. Um, so this beer is number 388 in the style, so not really, way high up there in the style of beer, as according to Beer Advocate. You may, I'm sure you've seen every single review I've done, right? If you want a kind of definition of Gose, the Gose style, I did a review on Victory Kirsch Gose, which I don't even know exists anymore, some years back, a long, long time ago. So we're looking for that straw to medium amber color, cloudiness, definitely a cloudiness in this, and they use a lot of herbal, spice, floral, fruity aromas in the brewing process. Let's see. Leipzig style ghosts are present. I don't know what that meant, what I just wrote here. So table salt is a big part of this style of beer. It's traditional in low amounts. The body is low to medium low, low to medium lactic acid, and sharp, refreshing sourness. So maybe that's why they call it Quench, because it refreshes. Of course, back in May of 2019, Dogfish Head was acquired by Boston Beer Company. And according to the definition of the beer, it's a session sour mashup of crisp Kolsch, a salty Gose, and a tart Berliner Weiss brewed in sequence with black lime, sour lime juice, and sea salt to make this the most thirst-quenching beer Dogfish Head has ever brewed. The sea salt is from Maine and the Chesapeake Bay, and it looks like this is actually a collaboration with the National Aquarium of Baltimore. Very interesting. There you see the label. This, by the way, comes into us at 4.9% ABV, 10 IBUs, very low in the IBUs, and it's available year-round, as I mentioned. So let's pour it into this chalice. I may be using the wrong glassware for this style of beer, and if that is the case, I apologize. Pour all the way up to the tippy top if we can. A little bit of a 7 right there. Okay. Very orangey. Very, very orangey. And a nice frothy head. Probably about a finger to maybe a finger and a third or a quarter. Definitely frothy, definitely things going on. Very, very orangey, almost like you just poured in an orange in liquid form. Orange juice maybe, but not quite as that color. Not really an orangey beer though, so let's get the aroma now of Quench Ale. Definitely getting a sourness right away. A little bit of a salty smell to it. The lime is very prevalent. Sourness, lime, sea salt. Boom, right in the nostrils, pretty much. So let's get the taste and see how sour this Gose is. Very sour. Wow. Kind of getting a sour bomb with a hint of salt. So I would probably liken this to Sour Monkey. It tastes very similar to Sour Monkey by Victory, even though that beer is technically an American Wild Ale, I believe. This beer definitely has an extreme sour quality to it. It doesn't really have much in the way of true alcohol kind of taste. It does have a little bit of the lime in the aftertaste. This is a tough one. This is not my go-to style of beer. I don't usually like sours. It's not my thing. So I have to really judge this based on that fact and try to give you the most fair minded objective viewpoint here. And I'm going to go ahead and give Quench Ale a 7.5 out of 10. Good look to it. There is a bit of cloudiness, very, very orangey looking, which is kind of inconsistent with the taste. Aroma, it's getting that sour salt kind of aroma there as well. The one part that I really wanted it to amp up in that I didn't quite get is the lime. So the lime, I think, really could have been pushed forward a little bit. I think that would have made it a better beer to get the lime as advertised in there, to get it more of a forward heavy taste, and it would have tasted more like the sea. I think you have the sea salt, you have the lime. You don't want to make it too much like a margarita, of course. But this is definitely a sour bomb. You can taste the salt. Lime needs to be amped up, but decent beer. Good effort by Dogfish. I had 7.5 out of 10 for Quench Ale.